This just in, President Biden is reportedly considering preemptive pardons before President-elect Trump takes office. Those could include Anthony Fauci, Liz Cheney, and even Adam Schiff. For what? Well, Lucas Tomlinson is live at the White House. Lucas, is this even legal?
Well, it's certainly unprecedented, Dana, and many Republicans and even some Democrats on Capitol Hill think it would set a bad precedent. Now, earlier, Republican Congresswoman Lance Gooden from Texas had this to say about preemptive pardons.
This administration is very cognizant of the fact that their Justice Department has been weaponized, that they have been in on an act of criminality throughout many stages of this presidency.
I also asked the president-elect about NBC News' reporting that President Biden is considering preemptive pardons for some of the people who have clashed with Mr. Trump, including Senator-elect Adam Schiff, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and former Congresswoman Liz Cheney. As part of his response, Mr. Trump lashed out at the January 6th committee, accusing it of unfairly targeting him and even of destroying its records, which the committee denies.
And Cheney was behind it, and so was Benny Thompson and everybody on that committee. For what they did, honestly, they should go to jail.
So you think Liz Cheney should go to jail?
For what they did.
Everyone on the committee, you think?
I think everybody anybody that voted in favor.
Are you going to direct your FBI director and your attorney general to send them to jail?
No, not at all. I think that they'll have to look at that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on drill, baby, drill.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into a video that's making waves across social media. It's titled, "Trump Turns Tables on NBC Reporter Reverses Gotcha Question to Critique Biden and Democrats." Let's see what's going on here. All right, so we start with the reporter throwing what seems like a gotcha question at Trump. But, oh boy, Trump was ready. He flips the script right back at the reporter. And not just on him, but on Biden and the Democrats, too. You can see Trump's smirk. He knows he caught the reporter off guard. The way he reverses the question is classic Trump. It's like watching a chess game where he's always 2 moves ahead. Humtum.
If they think that somebody was dishonest or crooked or a corrupt politician, I think he probably has an obligation to do it. But
are you going to direct him to do it?
No, not at all. Not at all. We have 2 great people there. We have him and we have Pam. And Pam Bondi has been like a rocket ship. She's very popular and very good and very fair. And Kash Patel is very fair. I'll tell you, I thought Kash may be difficult because he's, a strong conservative voice. And I don't know of anybody that's not singing his praises. The other day I was watching, and Trey Gowdy, who's a moderate person and very smart and very respected in the party, he's Kash's biggest fan. He said, this is the most misunderstood man in politics. He's great. I guess they work together on the Russia hoax or something.
What's interesting here is how Trump uses the opportunity to highlight what he perceives as the hypocrisy or double standards in media questioning. He's not just defending himself, he's making a broader point about political journalism. Now, the reporter looks flustered, which is understandable. When you're used to setting the narrative and suddenly you're on the defensive, it's not an easy spot to be in. And Trump, he's relishing this moment, you can tell. His body language is all confidence and control. And this has been true.
Go after Joe Biden?
I'm really looking to make our country successful. I'm not looking to go back into the past. I'm looking to make our country successful. Retribution will be through success. If we can make this country successful, that would be that would be such a great achievement. Bring it back. We have a country now that's overridden with crime, that has millions of people that shouldn't be here, that should be in prisons in other countries, that should be in mental institutions. We have drug lords being dropped into our country and told never go back to their country. I'm looking to make our country great. I'm looking to bring prices down because, I won on 2 things, the border and more than immigration. They like to say immigration. I break it down more to the border, but I won on the border and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost You know, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
I want to pause here because
But let's not forget, this is politics. Everything is about optics. Trump turning this around might score him some points with his base, showing he's not one to be easily cornered. On the flip side, critics might see this as Trump dodging the actual question or deflecting responsibility. It's also worth noting how this interaction reflects on the broader narrative of media bias, depending on which side of the political spectrum you sit. This moment will be spun differently in different media outlets.
Sir, I don't have to tell you this because you've talked about it. It comes at a time when the country is deeply divided. And now you're going to be leading this country for the next 4 years. For the sake of unifying this country, will you concede the 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter?
No. No. Why would I do that? But let me just tell you, when you say the country is deeply divided, I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president.
But you're going to be the president.
No. I'm not the president. So when you say it's deeply divided, I agree. But Biden's the president. I'm not. And he has been a divider. And you know where he divided it more than anything else, and it probably backfired on him, I think definitely, is weaponization. When he weaponized the Justice Department and he went after his political opponent, me, he went after his political opponent violently because he knew he couldn't beat him. And I think it really was a bad thing. And it really divided our country.
Sir, Democrats have control of the White House now. They didn't in 2020. If they're going around stealing elections, why
didn't they do it?
When you say Democrats
have control now
of the White House.
Yeah.
So why didn't they steal this election? Since they have more power now.
Because I think it was too big to rig.
So you won't.
Too big to rig.
To the people who say that you're now directing your Justice Department to investigate 2020, and they want to move on.
I have very capable.
Is
I
that
think
a
Pam
good
is going to be
use of
great.
Precious resources.
By the way,
is that what you want them to do?
Just so you know, I have the right to do that, but I'm not interested in that.
Oh, you're not. You're not going to do that.
I'm not interested.
Okay.
I have the absolute right. I'm the chief law enforcement officer. You do know that. I'm the president. But I'm not interested in that. You know what I'm interested in? Drilling and getting prices down and stopping people from pouring into our border that come from prisons and mental institutions.
Boom.
So what do I think? It's a clear example of Trump's combative style with the press. It's entertaining, sure, but it's also a moment that shows how adept he is at turning media interactions to his advantage. Whether you see this as a strong leadership trait or just political gamesmanship depends on your political leanings. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this exchange. Was Trump justified in his response? Or was this just another deflection? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more reactions and political commentary. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next video.